Hi everyone, it's Wendy. Welcome back. I'm here today to show you how I make my little accordion pouch out of one sheet of paper. So this is the sort of thing that we're going to end up making. This is pre-decorating. I tried a little bit of washi just to see how I liked it up there, and I do. So this is when I'm attacking the paper from the horizontal, and this is if you start with using it from a vertical. Makes a tall, narrower pocket. So I quite like this size, so that's the size I'm going to show you. And so this is inspired by a little needle book that I used to have that actually I made out of fabric a long time ago. I know I have it somewhere, I just cannot find it. So I was thinking about that. Watching Rachel with her really nice accordion pouches, which are fantastic, Rachel of Roxy Creations. And then I thought, you know what, I remember doing that with one piece of fabric, doing a bit of a different version. So this is my version, and they're super easy to make. They're just, you know, you just have to take your time and be a little bit precise with the folding. So I'm going to use, this is a regular piece of copy paper. It is coffee stained, and I'm going to fold it, the first fold at about 3.5, and then just fold it down there. So that means that this particular side's going to be a little bit longer, and that's what we want. We want one side to be a little bit longer. So, and then I'm going to even that up to be just about the same size. You can see it's about 1/4 of an inch longer on one side, so we've got almost 3 equal sides, one side a little bit longer. Okay, and you don't have to worry about how the fold goes at this point. So the next step, we've got 3 sides, is I want to make my flap. So I just take my scissors, oops, and I'm going to cut down a reasonable amount that I think would be appropriate. You don't have to be super precise because you can always correct as you go. I fold these down to see if I'm, you know, just to create that little, this is the flat part. Sorry about that, it's Midge. She's having a good old play behind us. And then I'm just going to tear that. You could cut it. Totally up to you. And I'm just going to tear that like so. So there you go. So now this is going to be our flap, and this is the body of our pouch. Okay, so this is the shape you have. And then this side, the shorter side, I'm going to fold to the edge like so, fold onto itself, and then we'll take this one and we will also fold it onto itself, lining it up, the edge of it, with the edge of the paper. So by doing that, by having that side a little bit longer, you can see where it just goes over that particular fold, and that's where we're going to glue. That's where the really fine art glitter glue tip comes into play. Any kind of glue that you have that you can be fairly precise and just put it right on that edge, that's what you want to be able to do. I'm just making sure I don't have glue below, and then I'm just going to fold it right over top like that, and fold that down, and that will glue very, very, very quickly. So now we have like this bit already done. Okay, the next step, now if you aren't using art glitter glue, you need to wait for your glue to dry. Definitely not a project for glue stick, because you just can't get it to that fine a point. So then you just fold it up. Just take what we've done, fold it up, and I just make sure, open it up to make sure that there was no bubble there. There was, so I flattened it with my thumb. And then I'm just going to take my glue again, go to the edge, and also go to the edge. So if I was doing this in fabric, I would be sewing where I'm gluing. And maybe I'll do a video where I show how to do it with fabric as well. So we're going to glue that all down and make sure that we haven't glued ourselves to a layer that we want to be able to open, because it's really important that we have these gussets on the sides. And really, there it is. There's your little accordion. So what I've done is I like to fold that over. I like to give it a little bit of space. Fold that over. And then one of the pieces that I've just, that I cut off the side, I just like to reinforce this and use that piece just to make this flap a little bit more sturdy. So we're going to set that on there. Oop, this one. I used the shorter one, but that's fine. We'll just wipe that off. It's all good. There are no mistakes. Now we fold that, put some glue on it, and that's just going to reinforce our little flap. So that is it. It's as simple as that. And you want to make sure, like I said, that you haven't glued together your, there we go, your gussets. There should be, you should see three, like that. And then you can do a quarter round or whatever you want on the top. Don't trim the sides of this, because if you do, you're going to cut it open. You can trim the sides of the flap, but do not trim the sides of this, because you basically will cut open your accordion. So that's one. Let's just do another one just to reinforce it. So once again, we're going to go 3.5. 3.5 seems to work really well. Yep, that's good. Sorry if I'm off. Don't want to be off screen. 3.5. Fold it up like that. And then we're going to take the other side and we're going to make it flush with this side and have it come over a little bit. And if you fold it a little bit wrong, sometimes your inner one can be a little bit narrower. If you see this one, see how it's a little narrower there? It doesn't matter. It still will function. So don't worry about that. Okay? So there we go. And then we're going to cut for our flap. And then we'll fold it. If you had a really big piece of paper, you could make, quite a large one, I think. So I just like to do that with my thumb. And like so. There we go. So that's your basic shape. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold this back onto itself, up against the edge, like that. And then we're going to do the same with the longer edge. Keep the longer white side on the top, like that. So this one's going to be fairly close, but it still comes over. And if it didn't come quite as far as you want it, just fold it again and have it come in a little bit more from the edge, like that. See, it's more like 1/8 from the edge, and that's going to correct for my poor folding in the beginning. So I'm just going to put my glue on here and then cover that up. And you can see the glue, but you can also see that it's going to seal. But I need to wait for that glue to dry before I fold it, because we don't want it to stick to itself. And you can see where it's not quite level up there. You can trim it if you want, just so it's not so obvious, but you don't have to. I mean, we're not really striving for perfection. So I can feel that it's not sticky anymore. We've got this, we've got that. And then I'm going to fold it to the same height. Thereabouts. And then just look at the inside. There's no puckers. So then we're going to just put a bit of glue here. Oops. And a bit of glue there. If you're worried about sticking that top one down, you can just put your fingers underneath it. And like that. So it's all stuck together. You can see where that's come apart a little bit here in the middle. So I'm just going to put a little bit more glue there. But if that's the case, I'm going to have to be careful not to close this yet. So what I can do is I can take a piece of paper. If you get a piece that's coming apart, this is seat of the pants crafting, guys. Because I clearly didn't fold that, didn't leave that other one open long enough. I'm going to take that and create like a band-aid to cover that seam where it had opened a little bit. And now it's even stronger than ever. There you go. Okay, so, and then we folded this down like that. Gosh, I hope I haven't been going off screen all that time. And I'm going to reinforce that. Now you could use another type of paper for this part. You know, like decorative paper or whatever you'd like. So I'm going to attach that there. Like so. And then I'm going to trim that off because I used the piece that was from the longer side. And then we will glue it to the back as well, just to give it a little bit more stability. So yeah, there is the second one. Super fun, really fast and easy to do. So we've done 2 of them in like 13 minutes. Awesome. So now let's do a little decorating. Let's see, what do I have here? I have some butterflies from my good friend Took. So maybe we'll pick out a couple of butterflies. I think that might be kind of fun. Actually, it might be fun to, I have my punch. Here we go. We'll make a couple of, we'll do a couple of tabs, whale tail tabs. There we go. And I love that brown side. I think that looks really cool. So, and I apologize for the glare on the table. It's a super dark, rainy day here, and I have to have the overhead light on so that you can see anything. So we'll put that there, like so. And maybe we'll use the other side. Oh no, I like that too much. I'm going to use that one. Anyway, I hope you're all well. I'm not sure if I've said that already. I hope everyone's doing well. I am much better. The flu has left the building. Thank goodness. I have disinfected everything that I own. Nasty bug. Anyway, I hope you're all managing to avoid it, because definitely a nasty bug. So I've got that there. I did bring my, got some string, and I did bring my some grommets or eyelets up. Let's see if I can grab a couple of those. Okay. So let's put a little grommet in there. And just stick that in. Yeah, she's being very patient, Miss Midge, this morning, because we haven't gone for a walk yet, and it's because it's just raining like crazy out there. And I'm waiting for a break in the action. Oh, look at that. I didn't do that very well, did I? Let's see if we can get it out. You could probably see from that angle that I hadn't got that in the right, quite in the right spot. It's important that that little prong lines up properly with the bottom, and I guess I didn't have that. There we go. That's better. That one, and let me get another. Put this one in as well. Sticking to my finger. Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of anxious to try doing this with, I have a few very large, old antiquarian book pages, like really large, like 12 by 9 or so. And I think it would be kind of fun to try that with one of these. I like doing my prototypes with coffee stain paper. I find it just works out fairly well for me. So let's see, do I have, I think I had some paper here that I quite liked. I like the idea of just having a bit of paper on the bottom, like right here. I think that's going to be pretty. So let's do that. I think maybe the butterfly up top, maybe? So for this part, of course, you could use glue stick, whatever glue that you have available to you. But it's just nice to kind of make them look a little bit pretty, I think. Oh, it's a beautiful butterfly. I think I almost want to, if I have one a little bit smaller. These are gorgeous too. That blue one is really gorgeous. I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to end up having to cut off part of an antenna, I think. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. Yeah. Maybe just being quiet, which concerns me. Anytime she's being quiet, she's into something. That's unfortunately the truth of the matter. So, and then like so, with my delicate scissors. And then this one, I think I'll put it on the other side. Yeah. I'll put this beautiful paper on the other side. So yeah, it's very early. It's only 9 in the morning, just after 9. So I was just like, oh, you're making, you might as well be sharing if you're making. So I thought, okay, I'm coming on. We're going to do this. Oh gosh, How gorgeous is that butterfly? Yeah, I'm gonna set her over there. Put my glue on the back. These were fussy cut out of a book. I can tell by the type of, unless you did them on photo paper, which is entirely possible because Took does such beautiful, beautiful work. Okay, so those are our butterflies. Oops, let's just put these back where they belong. And that was in this one. And then, let's see, do we want to put, of course we do, we want to put a couple of labels. And this is just my label book. I think I've shown this before. Pull it a few. You know, I like to do a couple of labels per. So, I think I'd like to put specimen here. You know what? I'm going to be making a bunch of these today. Super fun to do, I have to say. And we'll put collected by on the other one. I like to, if I put more than one label on, I like to make sure that they're different shapes. I don't know why, that just appeals to me. I want that up there. No, I think that's too much, but I'm okay with it down there, and I think that's what I'm going to do. When I say I'm okay with it, I mean I like it down there. So I'm just going to offset it so that, yeah, that looks cute. I might put that one up there though. Okay, so I'm going to put it right across the tab. There we go. There they are, and let's put some string on them. Since we've put a grommet in, I've got some hemp here, and I'm just going to guess how much I might need. I think I'll just, you can go around if you'd like. Actually, I think instead of going around, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to put this in from the top and pull those through like that. That's more than I need, but let's start with that, and I'll do that on the other one as well. And then I'll put something like a little charm or something to weight it down a little bit. So like that, and I made some things with, I have these things that I made with shrink, I used to call it shrinky dink or shrink wrap. That one's a Christmas one. But I think, can I get that to go in there? Yep. Yep. So, I don't know if you can see that. Let me just show you. So it's something I stamped on the shrinky dink, and then it goes in the oven. So I've got way more than I need here for string, but you know, I'm just going to tie that on like that. I'm going to cut those off. I won't waste them. We'll use them for something else. But that gives me just a little bit of weight hanging off the end. And then on this one, we'll do butterflies. Let's see, can I get both to go in that hole? Yep. Good. Excellent. That worked out well, but they're butterflies. And I'm just going to tie that as well. And you could use, you know, butcher string, whatever you have here. Just going to do that. And there they are. Those are the two. Let me just see if I have something I can lay that on so you can see them better. Let me grab another piece of paper. So there they are. The two little accordion envelopes, accordion pockets like this. And so I would put things in there like, you know, like that, little bits of ephemera. Let me see this other one. I've got, oops, we've got some, will that fit? Something like that. No, it's a bit big. But tickets, got a bunch of tickets here. Set those in. Some stickers. And set those in any of the pockets. So, yeah. Also too big. Well planned, Wendy, well planned. Oh, here, some vellum. And we'll set that in there. Okay. Oh dear. So there they are. Those are the little accordion, easy one-page accordion ephemera holder for your journal. So thanks so much for watching. Give it a try. Would love to see what you do. And we'll see you all next time. Thanks everyone. Take care. Bye.